One of the many reasons the United States military is the most powerful military force in the world is thanks to the overwhelming firepower of the most potent gunship ever developed, Lockheed's AC-130, based on the C-130 Hercules transport aircraft. This behemoth, armed with devastating 30mm, 105mm, and 25mm GAU-12 equalizer cannons, is a force to be reckoned with, especially when considering its additional arsenal of precision-guided munitions, lethal fire control systems for superb accuracy, and top-notch navigation systems. The gigantic aircraft, measuring over 97 feet in length and 39 feet in height, shadowed a portion of the sky with its incredible wingspan of 132 feet during the latest iteration of the Multinational Rim of the Pacific, or RIMPAC military exercise of July 2024. During the exercise, which gathered over 40 ships, 150 aircraft, 3 submarines, and 25,000 personnel from over 29 countries, the AC-130 played a crucial role in a one-of-a-kind sinking operation on July 12th. The aircraft's firepower and precision-guided munitions successfully executed this operation. The footage, published by the U.S. Air Force, shows men from the 27th Special Operations Wing targeting a warship around the Hawaiian Islands. As the Air Force Special Operations Command's premier readiness wing specialized in operations mobility, strike, surveillance and reconnaissance, intelligence, and air-to-ground capabilities, their AC-130J Ghostwriter accurately fires at the ship with 30 and 105mm ammunition. Accurate shots begin to pound the ship's deck, rocking the entire vessel. But the ordeal is far from over. A plume of smoke and gas momentarily blocks the ship from the viewer's perspective, but the crew continues pounding the ship with accurate shots as it flies in a circle around the objective. Thanks to its advanced integrated navigation technology, the significantly upgraded AC-130J Ghostwriter can pinpoint its location with remarkable precision. This capability stems from its dual inertial navigation systems working in tandem with GPS technology. Once the deck is decimated with 30mm rounds, the crew begins targeting the tower and other portions of the surface ship with a quick succession of 105mm rounds that result in more explosive hits. The Ghostwriter, as the fifth-generation gunship of the AC-130 that first saw action during the Vietnam War, is equipped with a modified precision strike package comprising a mission management console, 2 electro-optical/infrared sensors, and advanced fire control equipment that is put to good use as the aircraft strikes down the sinking ship from above. Although the aftermath is not shown, one can only imagine the ship's damage during the AC-130S barrage. The 30mm Ju-23A cannon can fire up to 200 rounds per minute at a velocity of 3,600 feet per second and is generally employed against light vehicles, personnel, and other soft targets with precision. The 105mm M102 howitzer, on the other hand, packs a bigger punch at a slower fire rate of 10 rounds per minute, traveling at speeds of up to 1,600 feet per second. It easily destroys fortified positions, buildings, and other challenging targets. The shells have a lethal explosive impact, making them highly effective in close air support missions, as the footage clearly shows. Captain Jackie Pienkowski, the spokesperson for the 27th Special Operations Wing, told the press about the SINK-X, or sinking exercise that is part of RIMPAC. This exercise, which involves the deliberate sinking of a ship, is designed to test the effectiveness of various weapon systems, and it highlights the capabilities of the Ghostwriter for maritime operations. She also detailed that the aircraft's unique communications suite and armament are essential for patrolling the Indo-Pacific region from hostile forces. For years, the USAF has embarked on the concept of Agile Combat Employment, or AC, that seeks to prepare the air fleet for combat operations in the region. The Ghostwriter is at the center of the concept, for it calls to decentralize operations to a smaller and dispersed network, where AC-130S will be constantly called upon to provide support to units across the vast Indo-Pacific region. However, RIMPAC 2024 is not the first time the AC-130 has seen combat in maritime operations. In March 2020, an AC-130W Stinger II aircraft, the predecessor of the more powerful Ghost Rider, saw action over the Persian Gulf during a joint live-fire exercise conducted with the U.S. Navy. The Navy said in a press release, quote, "The addition of the gunship to the joint maritime battle significantly enhances our ability to detect, track, engage, and defeat surface threats to control water space in the Arabian Gulf." While one Air Force Ghost Rider pounded a surface ship during the Rim of the Pacific 2024, another one was being prepared to conduct another joint exercise with South Korean troops close to the peninsula. The exercise occurred on June 20th, 2024, in a designated training area in South Korea. The joint exercise involved a USAF AC-130J Ghost Rider and two South Korean KF-16S, a native variant of the American F-16 Fighting Falcon. Both partner nations decided to conduct the exercise at a time when tensions rose once again with North Korea, following Vladimir Putin's visit to Pyongyang, where he agreed with Kim Jong-un to secure their borders and protect each other in the case of conflict. This military drill sought to strengthen collaboration between American and South Korean troops, boost their combined combat readiness, and showcase a defensive stance in response to escalating friction with North Korea. The drill saw the Ghost Rider firing some of its precision-guided munitions, such as the AGM-114 Hellfire II missile, while the KF-16S dropped a Paveway laser-guided bomb at a small island. Footage from the exercise is highly detailed and commences with the Ghost Rider being prepared for combat. It is observed carrying 4 GBU-39 SDBs, or small-diameter bombs, guided bombs designed for precision strikes with minimal collateral damage. Accompanying the GBUs are the AGM-114 Hellfire IIs, precision strike weapons designed for anti-armor and anti-personnel roles. Meanwhile, the South Korean crews are seen loading the GBU-12B Paveway II bombs onto a hard point on the left wing of the KF-16S. The Paveway II is a laser-guided bomb equipped with a nose-mounted laser seeker and fins for optimal guidance. It has an effective range of around 9.2 miles and carries over 190 pounds of tritonal, a high explosive mixture. Once in the air, the trio makes its way to the designated location. The imposing AC-130 Ghost Rider escorted on each side by the South Korean KF-16S. The footage then cuts straight to the action. With the Hillock Island located, the two South Korean pilots assume battle formations and, one after the other, release their Paveway bombs with lethal accuracy. The missiles fall through the air and abruptly begin their course to the objective with unmatched speeds of around 1,500 miles per hour, striking the island with perfect accuracy. Shortly after, the American Ghost Rider followed. Once again, the seasoned American crew, making use of its sophisticated targeting systems, fired 2 Hellfire missiles at the target. 2 consecutive explosions resulted from the accurate aiming and the incredible Mach 1.3 speed of the Ghost Rider's weapons. The successful execution of the exercise showcased the advanced capabilities of the AC-130J and KF-16, reinforcing their roles in providing close air support and precision strikes in complex operational environments. North Korea responded to the joint exercise between the US and South Korea by test-firing 2 ballistic missiles on June 30th, 2024. This action was part of their vow to deliver offensive and overwhelming responses to military drills involving the US, South Korea, and Japan. The missiles were launched from the town of Jangyan in southeastern North Korea, with one missile flying 600 kilometers and the other 120 kilometers. These military drills frequently draw criticism from North Korea, which often interprets them as practice for an invasion. Pyongyang typically uses such exercises to justify furthering its missile and nuclear arsenal development. This response pattern highlights the persistent strains and intricate security challenges facing the Korean peninsula and surrounding areas. besides training exercises, the venerable Vietnam War-era gunship that has also seen plenty of action in the Middle East was recently employed over the skies of a former enemy to target hostile forces. On November 21, 2023, U.S. Central Command confirmed that an AC-130J Ghost Rider gunship conducted 2 precision airstrikes against 2 facilities in Iraq. Although the reason for the attack is interesting, the real highlight of the operation is that the Ghost Rider was visible on public aircraft tracking websites, which is uncommon for military operations in the region. According to U.S. CENTCOM, quote, "The AC-130 gunship engaged individuals responsible for launching a missile attack on U.S. and coalition personnel at Al-Assad Air Base, Iraq. The gunship maintained visual confirmation of the individuals from the launch to the engagement time. This strike resulted in several enemy casualties. The coalition forces had just secured the base before it was attacked by the terrorist group Islamic Resistance with ballistic missiles. While the American forces and their allies fended off the enemy, close air support was called to neutralize the hostile forces before the base was overrun. The sky erupted with a blinding flash as the Iranian-backed militia's rockets slammed into their target. Chaos ensued, with shouts and alarms piercing the air. Moments later, the low, ominous drone of the Ghost Rider gunship cut through the air. High above the impact site, the enormous silhouette of the American military aircraft became an ominous sign for the enemy. Inside the gunship's cabin, targeting systems locked onto a rapidly moving militia vehicle below. The crew's faces were illuminated by instrument panels and worked with practiced precision. Militia members scrambled for cover on the ground, their frantic movements visible through the AC-130's advanced optics. The gunship's massive cannons wheeled, tracking their prey. Without warning, the sky lit up once more. A hail of high-caliber rounds rained down from above, turning the militia vehicle into a fireball. Nearby, figures scattered like ants, but the AC-130's relentless barrage found its marks. When the guns fell silent, the battlefield lay still. Smoke emerged from the wreckage of the militia vehicle, and several motionless forms lay sprawled nearby, a grim testament to the swift and decisive response of the American forces. Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary Sabrina Singh stated, quote, "They were able to take action because they saw the militants. They could keep an eye on the movement of these militants as they moved into their vehicles. That's why they were able to respond." Unexpectedly, the AC-130 Ghost Rider flew with its transponder turned on, allowing tracking sites to follow its precise path during the operation. Most commercial planes, including military aircraft, always do so, except when flying over combat zones or during classified operations. The Pentagon did not make any statements in this regard. Still, this allowed people across the globe to track the Ghost Rider and link its flight path to videos of its engagement against the enemy. Locals from the vicinity filmed the scenes in the middle of the night. Although the Ghost Rider cannot be seen, the terrifying sounds of its powerful guns and precision-guided munitions can be heard as they make their way to their target. American troops in Iraq have been attacked over 60 times since October 2023, resulting in the injury of almost the same number of American personnel.